Good morning. Welcome to the Treasure Box and Company, where I bring to you yoga every Saturday morning at 8:30 here on the side porch of the Treasure Box. I'll be offering classes here throughout the rest of winter as long as the weather holds through spring and into summer. And this is our Power Yoga Saturday. So in our Power Yoga classes, you can expect a little bit of education about the influence of our flow for this particular day, a little bit of breath work, movement into spinal warm-up and body warm-up, and then, a solid power flow with long holds and strengthening poses for about 20 to 25 minutes, followed by a cool down, or what we'd say floor work, and then meditation in Shavasana or a resting pose. So I will be happy to accept from you recommendations of what you would like to see included in yoga. What would make you want to come and do yoga? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. If you have a set of blocks, that's always recommended to bring to class, even if we don't use them, because we may. And when we start off in Sukhasana, or what we call easy seated pose, I always recommend that we start slightly elevated rather than sitting directly on the floor. So I have my 2 blocks set up today. At home, I have a meditation pillow that I often use as well, but blocks are awesome. They're fabulous. So taking easy seated pose, or Sukhasana, where we have one foot close to the body and one foot stacked basically right in front of that foot. Let's inhale our shoulders up and bring them back down, lifting up our heart center. You'll notice that my elbows are kind of close to my ribs. This reminds me to continue to draw my shoulders back and down and lift up my heart center. So this week we are working on a mudra that allows us to focus on the health and form of our back. It's the gesture of the backbone. You know what? I grabbed it with me. So I would remember Anudandi Mudra is the name of this mudra. And this is the gesture of the backbone with the core quality of relieving back pain. So this is a wonderful gesture for us to take, or a mudra to take, when we want to really focus on engaging in the posture and the movements and the breath and the mindset that will help us to relieve pain. It's estimated 4 out of 5 adults have a major episode of back pain in their lifetime. I honestly think the number is greater than that. And there are lots of things that contribute to back pain. You can have, a condition that you were, destined to get, perhaps through genetics and family history. It can be the kind of work you've done, the kind of pounding your back may have taken in your lifetime. It can be personal habits, how you sit, how you move, how you lift. It can be, lifestyle related. Do you do too much sitting? Are you not active enough? You can have underlying medical conditions. There can be so many things that lead to back pain. And for most of us, fortunately, it's episodic. We might have back pain we can predict, just like, women during our time of the month, we can predict lower back pain, maybe for about a week or a couple of days, and then it will ease up. As we age, things like arthritis play a role. And the 2 parts of the back that are most likely to feel that pain are going to be your lower back. That's probably the most common place, but frankly, it's hard to say, because the cervical region, your neck, is also another common place to feel back pain. And there are many structures in the body that work with the back. So everything is connected. We've talked about this in yoga, how everything is connected. So if the hamstrings are tight, if the piriformis is tight, if the psoas are tight, if the hips are tight, you can guarantee that that's going to draw pressure, create pressure on your lower back. Likewise with your neck region, if your shoulders are tight, if you've got something going on in your upper back, if you don't sleep well. I mean, there are so many things that contribute to neck pain as well. And if you have low back and hip pain, oftentimes you have neck pain going on at the same time. Those are the two most mobile parts of the back. The parts that are least mobile, so that'd be your thoracic region and your sacral region. Those are the least mobile parts. Those are going to be where you are least likely to have pain, particularly the thoracic part of the back. The back also has a natural curve to it. It's shaped like an S. If you look at the body from the side, you'll see that the neck comes in, and then you kind of have a wider part of the curve that goes out, and then it kind of gradually works its way back in, and then you have a tighter curve at the very base of the spine, and then it kind of straightens out. So a lot of the habits that we engage in can create lordosis, or straightening of those natural curves. So when we talk about posture in yoga, a lot of what we do does two things. One, it encourages those natural curvatures where they should be taking place, but also it strengthens the core so that you protect those vulnerable areas of the spine. So let's go ahead and go forward now with our routine. We're going to have back strengthening poses today, along with breathing techniques that help release tension, because part of what contributes to back pain also is just stress. Have you ever just felt that stress of, maybe it's immediate stress, maybe it's stress that's been piling on, and then you just feel that overall pain in the body connected to that, particularly in the back. So breathing techniques that help you open up your whole body cavity, encouraging a little bit of separation and space between each of your ribs and each of your vertebrae, and helps your shoulders to relax, is definitely going to contribute to reduction of back pain. So I invite you right now, if you want, go ahead and close your eyes, and let's inhale the shoulders up. And then on your exhale, draw your shoulders back and down, lifting up your heart center, drawing your belly button in just a bit, like underneath the ribs. So you're strengthening these muscles that are right underneath your rib cage and strengthening your side body, drawing your shoulders down, drawing your crown up as high as you can. I like to use the expression, think of your neck like Inspector Gadget's neck. You're growing organically, drawing your crown up, growing out of the base of your spine. And when we're sitting on these blocks, it allows our hips to be elevated slightly above our knees, so that when we're sitting like this, there's no discomfort in our lower back, and we're maintaining that natural curve of the lower back by opening up the front of our hips. Start to inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. While you're inhaling and exhaling, focus on drawing breath way deep down and expanding the belly. And as you exhale, bring the belly back in. Inhale, expand the belly. And exhale, draw it back in. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, expand the belly. And exhale, draw it back in. On your next inhale, expand your lower ribs and your belly. And exhale, draw the ribs in, draw the belly in. Inhale, expand the belly and the ribs. And exhale, draw the belly and the ribs back in. Inhale, expand the belly and the lower ribs. And exhale, draw them back in. On your next inhale, expand your upper ribs. Inhale, belly out, ribs out, upper ribs out. And exhale, draw it all back in. Inhale, expand the belly, lower and upper ribs. And on your exhale, draw them all back in. One more time of that, and expand the belly, lower ribs and upper ribs. Inhale. And on the exhale, draw them all back in. You might have noticed as you did that, that your back body was expanding. That's the feeling that we are indeed going for. On our next inhale, you'll expand your ribs and widen your collarbones and expand your chest. And exhale, bring it back in. You might place your hand on your chest to feel that expansion. Inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale one more time. And exhale. So one of the things you may notice happens when we engage in intentful, purposeful, deep and full breathing is that you might feel your stress response come down. We call that the sympathetic response, the fight or flight or freeze response that we feel when we are under stress. We often feel the body senses threats that may or may not be actual threats, but we perceive it when our stress levels are high and we react to that. And when we do that, we tighten everything up and our mind doesn't think very clearly. So it's really important that we take 5 minutes of stillness a day and engage in deep breathing. 5 minutes isn't very long, and you can reap the benefits that are just untold. So let's move on to some warm-up of the neck and the shoulders, and then we'll move into a spinal warm-up. So take a nice inhale, draw the crown of the head up. And on your exhale, drop your chin. Let's do some circles. Inhale to the right, drawing the shoulders down, exhaling to the left. Inhaling to the right and exhaling to the left. Inhale to the right and exhale to the left and down. Let's reverse that. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right and down. Continue to draw your shoulders down. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right and down. Inhale to the left. And exhale to the right and down. Inhale our shoulders up and let's do some shoulder circles and exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward and up. Exhale back and down. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. And let's reverse that. Inhale back and up, forward and down, back and up. Exhale forward and down. And inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. Gary is here setting up the heater, everybody. And Gary is welcome if he wants to pop in and say hello. Inhale our hands out and up. Exhale out and down. Inhale out and up. Exhale out and down. And now I hear a dog. Inhale out and up. And exhale out and down. Let's do a little bit of a spinal twist. Inhale, the crown of the head nice and tall. And on your exhale, twist to your right. Take your right arm behind you, left arm on top of your right thigh, and lift up the heart center. Exhale, deepen your twist by drawing your right shoulder back. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, turn to face forward. Inhale our hands out and up. Exhale them down. Inhale, lift up the crown of the head. Exhale, turn to the left. Left arm behind you, right arm on top of your left thigh. Inhale, the crown of your head nice and tall. And on your exhale, twisting, drawing your left shoulder back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, draw the left shoulder back. One more inhale. And exhale, face forward. Inhale our hands out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So now we can remove our blocks if you're sitting on blocks at home. And we will move into some poses starting with tabletop. So I'm going to keep my body orientation kind of to the side. So for purposes for you guys at home, the back of the mat is where my feet currently are, and the front of the mat is facing that railing right there. So inhale, and on your exhale, draw the belly button up, draw the shoulders back and down, draw the crown of the head forward, feeling the strengthening and straightening of your spine. I want you to feel comfortable with engaging all of these muscles. These muscles that you feel are the same ones you're going to feel almost in every pose in some variation. We're going to move into cat now. Inhale, lift up the heart center, lift up the sits bones, and draw the shoulders back and down. On your exhale, draw the belly button up as you drop the crown of your head, tipping your tailbone down. Inhale, moving back into cow. And exhale, move into cat, drawing your back up high to the sky. Inhale, lifting up the heart center. And exhale, pulling the belly button up, dropping the crown. Inhale into a flat spine. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, twist to or just turn to the right, curling to the right, opening up your left side body, crunching your right side body. Inhale, draw the crown of the head forward, and exhale to the left. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, crown of the head forward, exhale to the right. Inhale, crown of the head forward, exhale to the left. Inhale, crown of the head forward, and exhale to the right. Inhale, crown of the head forward, and exhale to the left. Inhale, left foot back and up. Right hand forward as we move into sunbird. Be sure to keep your hip bones even with one another, and you're hinging this leg at that left hip without moving the hip itself. Draw your heel backwards and your right hand as far forward as you can while you're drawing your belly button in at the same time. Take a nice inhale, and then on your exhale, drop your right hand, drop your left leg. Inhale the right leg up, left arm forward. Again, hinging at this hip. You move this leg independent of your hip. Reach your left hand forward as you draw your right heel backwards and draw the belly button up. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, hand down. Let's do that again on each side. Left foot, right hand. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, right foot, left hand. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, left hand, right foot. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, left hand, right foot. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Inhale into cow 1 more time. Exhale into cat. Let's sit back ever so briefly, stretching out our feet. Feet need to be exercised every day. Give it a little bit of love every day. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, rise up, and let's move up to the top of the mat, taking Tadasana in Tadasana. lifting up our heart center, drawing our hands forward, which allows our shoulder blades to pull together and down on our back. Inhale our hands out and up. On our exhale, let's start to fold forward, drawing the heart center down, dropping the crown. Inhale into a flat spine, exhaling down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale the hands down and inhale them out and up, and then exhale, swan dive forward, drawing the heart center down as you drop your crown. Inhale into a flat spine. Did you guys see River? That's Gary's puppy. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale the hands down and then inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, drawing the heart center down as you drop your crown. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down and take our right foot back. Initially drop our knee. Inhale the heart center up. And on your exhale, draw the shoulders down as you move your hips forward, lifting up your hands as high as you can get them. Exhale, bring your hands down in a circle, keeping your right foot tucked behind you. Move your hips back, straightening out your left leg and allowing your toes to come off the floor as we move into half Hanumanasana or half monkey pose, also called runner's stretch. Draw the heart center forward. You'll feel a beautiful stretch along the back of your left hamstring. Continue to work the hips back as you draw the heart forward. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, move forward, placing both hands on the floor. Move back into plank pose. Move your heart center forward as you bring your heels back, drawing up the belly button. Drop your knees, bring the elbows in, drop your heart and chin in inchworm, and then inhale, move forward into low cobra, rising up. Exhale, lowering down, tucking your toes, moving back through child's pose and rising up into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulders down and back away from the ears as you lift up your hips high into the air, aiming for a beautiful straight back from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. If you need to bend your legs, feel free to do so. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, take your right foot forward and drop your left knee. Again, inhale the hands up. Exhale, draw the shoulders down as you move the hips forward, drawing your arm bones back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, circle the hands down. Move your hips backwards as we go into that runner stretch again. Nice straight leg in the front. Moving your hips back as you move your heart center forward. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, moving forward, bringing left foot forward to join the right. Inhale into a flat spine, exhaling down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale the hands down, inhaling the hands out and up, and then exhale, swan dive forward. Drop your crown. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down and take your left foot back, dropping your knee. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, move the hips forward as you draw the shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, circle the hands down and move the hips backwards, peeling your toes off the floor, stretching that right hamstring. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, moving forward, hands down, right foot back into plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, dropping the knees down, elbows into the ribs, chin and chest to the mat and inchworm. Inhale, moving forward into low cobra. Exhale, lower down, back through child's pose. We go on our way to up to downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, move the shoulders down and back as you move your hips up and back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. Drop your right knee. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, move the hips forward as you draw your arm bones back and down. Take another inhale. Exhale, circle the hands down and move the hips back as we go into half Hanumanasana again, peeling our toes off the floor, straightening this left leg. Again, focusing more on drawing the heart center forward as you bring your hips back to get that gorgeous stretch. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, moving your hips forward and your foot forward. Lift up your right leg. Take right foot forward to join the left. Inhale into that flat spine. Exhaling down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale our hands down. Inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Draw your heart center down and drop your crown. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down. Take our right foot back in a higher lunge this time. You can take the low lunge if you still prefer that. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, bend the left knee more deeply, stretching out that right psoas as you draw your belly button in, draw your heart center up, and draw your shoulders down. Take a beautiful inhale. Exhale, circle the hands down to heart center, and then fall over your left leg and turn to the right, to the left. I'm sorry, clipping your right elbow on the outside of your left knee as we engage in a twist in this lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw the left shoulder back, deepen into your twist by drawing the belly button in. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down, and then inhale, bring them up. Exhale. Hands to either side of the left foot back to join the right as we go into plank lower, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, moving into upward facing dog. Exhale, moving back, drawing up the belly button into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, take your right foot forward in that lunge. Inhale, rise up the hands. Exhale, bend the right leg deeply, opening up that left psoas, lifting up the heart, drawing the shoulders down, pulling the belly button in. Inhale. Exhale, circle the hands down to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, folding over your right leg, twisting to the right, clipping your left elbow on the outside of your right foot or your right knee. Inhale. Exhale, draw the right shoulder back, crunching your abdominal muscles as you twist more deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, circle the hands down, left foot forward to join the right. Inhale into a flat spine, exhaling down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, circle the hands down, bringing them to heart center. Inhale. Exhale our hands down, inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, drawing your heart center down, dropping your crown. Inhale into a flat spine, exhale down, taking our left foot back. Inhale, rise up into Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bending the right knee more deeply as you draw your shoulders back and down. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, circle the hands down to heart center and fold over your right leg, twisting to the left. Inhale, place those hands together, pushing them together, drawing that right shoulder back. Exhale. Inhale, rise up into Anjaneyasana. Exhale, circle the hands down. Right foot back to join the left. Take a beautiful inhale. Exhale, lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. And then exhale, pulling up the belly button. Move into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, push the shoulders away from the ears as you move your hips up and back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, and inhale, rise up your hands. Exhale, bend the left leg more deeply. Inhale. Exhale, circle the hands down to heart center and twist to the left. Clipping your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release from that. Bring your hands up and overhead in Anudandi. Exhale, circle the hands down. Right foot forward to join the left. Inhale into a flat spine and exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to assess how you feel. We've done these long holds, long strengthening poses. Your heart rate's probably lifting. Your respiration is probably increasing. Take a nice inhale. We're going to add on to that. But before we do that, I'm going to remove my jacket because now I am getting warm. Gary's out there watering his beautiful hill over here. Did you find your dog? Was that him? You have a toddler on your hands there, Gary. That's what's going on. Gary's puppy is about 16 weeks now. So he's like a baby that's walking. That's right. Inhale your hands out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Draw your heart center down and drop your crown. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down, taking your right foot back. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, bending your left knee more deeply. Take a nice inhale. Now we're going to go into an easy twist. So take a nice inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand down as you bring your left hand up. This should feel very nice. Stretching out your left hip. Take a beautiful inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand down and left foot back. Lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, moving back into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, or right foot forward, sorry. Inhale your hands up. And then exhale, moving into that easy twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left foot forward. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Drop your crown. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down and take your left foot back. Inhale, rise up into Hanumanasana. Exhale, move into that easy twist. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, right hand down, right foot back to join the left. Lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, moving back into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, left foot forward and rise up. Exhale, moving into that easy twist again. Left hand up, right hand down. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Take your right foot forward. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhaling down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, moving our hips back, feet or hands to the floor as we set up for chair pose. Inhale our hands up. I'm going to move back because I keep getting close to this lock. Draw the hips down. As you draw your heart center up, drawing your hands up, pull your belly button in. Move your weight into your heels. It helps if you lift your toes. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to the heart. Take a beautiful inhale. And then on your exhale, fold over your legs and twist to the right. Pressing your hands together, drawing your right shoulder back, drawing the crown of your head forward. Take a nice inhale, sit back more. Sit back more than you want to. Inhale, exhale. Take another inhale, fully exhale. Inhale, rise up with your hands. And then exhale, bring hands to heart center and twist to the left. Starting to get hard. Sit back a little bit more. Inhale, press your hands together. Exhale, draw the crown of your head forward. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale them overhead. And then exhale, stand up. So that gets the heart rate up when you start pumping the blood in your thighs. But it is so worth it because when you strengthen your legs and you warm up your hamstrings, you get a greater opening. Let's test that out. Take an inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward, drawing the heart center down, drop your crown. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down, placing your hands on the mat. Move back into chaturanga or into plank pose, lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. Move back into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, move the hips back, draw the shoulders back and down, draw the belly button in. Inhale, bring your right foot forward as we set up for warrior one, or warrior two. Actually, we'll just go straight into warrior two. So in warrior two, your left foot behind you, parallel with the back of the mat. Your toes are facing the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up the heart center, bend your right leg more deeply, drawing that belly button in. Look out over your right fingertips. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Draw the muscles that shape the sacrum. So your gluteus muscles, draw them together. Feeling that tightening of your buttocks. Hugging the sacrum. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, drop your left hand and bring your right hand up, keeping your hips low, perhaps curling backwards towards your left leg. Open up your heart by drawing your right shoulder back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your right leg more deeply. Inhale. And then exhale, let's move into extended side angle. Take whichever form you want. Today I'm choosing to have my elbow on top of my right thigh. That gives me space to spiral my heart center up. Draw my left shoulder back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Circle the left hand down, rising back up into warrior two and straighten out your right leg. So change your stance however you need to feel stable in this pose because we're moving into triangle. But before we get started, I need to get a mint to moisten my throat. I left my tea at home. That's my trick in yoga and in running. Just always have mints in my mouth. So moving into these triangle arms and legs. So right now it sort of looks like the 5-star pose. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, tip down into your triangle. So in your triangle pose, you can choose where you want your hand. You can have it on the inside. You can have it on the outside of your leg. You can have it on your foot, on your ankle, even as high up as your thigh. You do what works for you. Whatever allows you to have the extension that you're looking for. Engage an inner spiral by twisting your right leg inside of the hip bone, tipping your tail, your sits bone down a little bit more towards the floor. Draw the crown of your head forward so that you can create length in your torso, length in your side body. Inhale. Exhale, draw the left shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your right leg slightly as you turn your left hand towards the floor and bring your left foot in just a little bit to set up for pyramid pose. In pyramid, we're drawing the crown of our head forward, drawing our left hip forward as we bring our right back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulders back as you draw the crown forward, creating a nice long spine. Take another inhale. And then on the exhale, if you want, you can begin to descend over your right leg. Continue to look at your toes. Your gaze is on the second toe. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, continue to engage the left hip forward as you draw the right back, drawing the shoulders together on the back. One more inhale. Exhale, descend. Place your left hand on the floor as we set up for Revolve Triangle, right hand to the right hip. Take a long inhale. And then on your exhale, begin to twist to the right. As you twist, engage your core muscles. Continue to draw your right hip back. Draw your right shoulder up on top of your left, and then bring your hand up. Continue to create length by drawing the crown of your head forward. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your right leg. Place your right hand out, catty corner to your baby toes on your right foot, and lift up. Initially, we look like we're in kind of a mild standing split. Take our left hand to our left hip and then open up the hip by lifting it so that it is above the right hip. Continue to have your left leg lifted also. We are now in standing balancing half moon. To finish off the pose, push your hips slightly forward so that you further engage the opening of the hip and the stacking of the hips. Bring your left shoulder back and then bring your left hand above. Continue to raise up your left leg, strong and straight, toes pointed forward. Take a nice inhale, draw the shoulders together. Exhale, open up that heart center. One more inhale, I just fell out. That's what happens when you lose your concentration. And then exhale, let's place our left hand down to the floor. Wrap our right hand around our right calf and lift up our left leg in a standing split, drawing the heart center down. Exhale, bend the right leg, and then open back up into warrior two. And instead of flowing through a vinyasa, let's just turn both of our toes forward, place our hands on our hips. Inhale the heart center up, and then exhale, draw the heart center down as we move in to a forward fold. Draw the elbows together, draw the shoulders together, drawing the heart center down, and then eventually dropping your crown. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Fold more deeply, drawing your belly button in. Inhale. Exhale, fold. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, drawing your elbows and shoulders together, rise up. And then exhale. Let's move into warrior two on the left side. Again, drawing your buttocks close together around your sacrum, drawing your gluteus muscles around it. Drawing the shoulders together, looking out over your left hand as you bend your left leg more deeply. Take a nice inhale. Fully exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, drop your right hand, bring your left hand up. Maybe you want to curl backwards and bring your left arm alongside your left ears. Continue to bend your left leg more deeply. Take an inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, moving into extended side angle. I'm taking the version where I put my forearm on top of my thigh so that I have maximum space to open up. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, bring your right hand forward, right arm alongside your right ear. Rotate your heart center up, drawing your right shoulder back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Circle the hand down. Rise up into warrior two. Straightening out your left leg. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, tip into your triangle. Once again, you pick where you want your hand. You can have it on your ankle, on your foot, on the inside, on the outside, up on the shin, up on the thigh, whatever works for you. We want you to draw your right shoulder back, spiraling your heart center up. Draw the crown of your head forward and spiral your inner thigh so that you're tacking down your left sits bone and allowing your kneecap to face the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale. Continue to draw the crown of your head forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And then on your exhale, bend your left leg slightly as you bring your right hand down to the floor. Setting up for pyramid. Slightly bring your right foot in. Draw the crown of your head forward. Drawing your right hip forward as you bring your left back. Shoulders together on the spine. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, draw the crown of the head forward, making your spine long and straight. Take another inhale. And then on your exhale, start to fold over your left leg, looking at your second toe. Inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulders together, bringing the right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, place your right hand on the floor as we set up for Revolve Triangle. Twisting to the left. Drawing your left shoulder up to stack over your right and then raise up your left arm. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your left leg. Trace your hands out, catty corner to your baby toes. Lift up your right leg. Right now it looks like we're in a modified standing split. Take your right hand to your right hip and open that hip up. Draw your right shoulder back. Lift up that right leg strong and straight, toes pointed forward. And then when you feel like you've arrived with your body, then lift up your hand. Continue to draw your shoulder blades together. Continue to push your hips slightly forward, opening up the hips. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, bring your right hand down. Wrap your left arm behind your left leg. Raise up your right leg as high as you can, and then draw your heart center down in standing split. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Going back into warrior two. And then exhale, turn both feet forward as we set up for wide-legged forward fold. Hands to the hips. Lift up the heart center. Draw the shoulders and the elbows together. And then on your exhale, moving forward into your fold, leading with the heart, drawing the shoulders together still, Drawing your elbows together. Moving your sits bones towards the sky. And then drop your crown. Take an inhale. Exhale, using your belly button, drawing into the spine. Fold more deeply into this fold. One more inhale. Fully exhale. Fold deeply. And then inhale, drawing the elbows and the shoulders together. Rise up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. And move up to the top of the mat. Let's go through Vinyasa. Inhale our hands up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down. Moving back into plank pose, lower chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Inhale, moving back into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, moving further back into this downward dog, drawing the shoulder blades together and down, moving your hips up and back. Take another inhale. Exhale, move into plank, lower chaturanga. Lower, raise up, move back into downward facing dog. Exhale, move forward into plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, rise up into plank, move back into downward facing dog. One more of those. Move forward into plank, lower into chaturanga, rise up into plank, and move back into downward facing dog. Final plank, lower chaturanga all the way down. And let's take Sphinx Pose to stretch out the body. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Draw the shoulders back and down as you lift up your heart center. Take another inhale. And then exhale. Lay down, forehead on the floor. Hands alongside the arms, but they're limp. You're not using your arms at all. And what you're going to do in this next move is we're going to lift up the chest without engaging our arms, drawing our shoulders back and down. Take a nice inhale. Fully exhale. And then inhale. Draw the shoulders back and down as you lift up the heart. Keep your toes in contact with the floor, legs zipped up. Hold this for 5 breaths. Take one more inhale together. Exhale, lower down. Turn your face to one direction or the other. Take a nice inhale. Fully exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Turning your face towards the floor, perhaps putting your forehead on the floor. I'm going to lift mine so you can hear me better. Take a nice inhale. Fully exhale. Zip your feet together. Point your toes. Press your thighs into the floor. Press your hips into the floor. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, lift up your legs. Keep them as straight and together as you can, hinging from the hips, pushing your belly and your hip bones down into the floor. And just hold this also for 5 breaths. Take one more inhale together and exhale, lower down. Turn your face one side or the other to take some cleansing and resting breaths. So on our next move, we're going to put those two together. Take one more inhale. Exhale, turn your face forward, forehead to the floor. Remember, your arms are not engaged. They're just hanging there like appendages. Zip up your legs, draw your shoulders back and down. Take a nice inhale, fully exhale. And on the next inhale, you're going to lift it all up. Lift up the heart, lift up the legs. When you're lifting up your legs, with each exhale, try to lift them a little bit higher, hinging from the hips, and try to draw your shoulders down a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, bring shoulders down, raising up your legs, keeping them zipped together. Inhale. Exhale, lift a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, lift a little bit more. Take another inhale. Exhale. And on your next inhale and exhale, give it all you got. Lift as much as you can. And then lower down. Let's move back into child's pose. The counter pose for all of that strengthening of the back. Toes together. Knees wide. Laying down between the legs. Inhale deeply. Exhaling, reaching your hands forward. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, let's rise up and take wide-legged sitting pose. So our feet are wide apart. You know, I'm not as flexible as I was as a girl. So if you looked at my legs, you'd be like, those aren't very wide. They're really not. But what's important to me is safety. So what I want is if you have to bring your feet a little bit together, feel free to do that. I want you to be able to sit up nice and tall in this pose. I want you to be able to have your feet flexed and your legs straight. So if you have to bring them in a little bit, then you can do so. That's totally fine. If you're having a hard time lifting up the heart center and drawing the shoulders down, place your hands behind you and use that movement. We have to work our way up into these strength poses. And so what I want you to do right now is just focus on alignment. Focus on making your back strong and straight. Focus on bringing your toes up and back. Take a nice inhale. And then we're going to start to forward fold. But here's my advice on forward folding. Keep your hands down. They don't do anything for you in front, really, to increase your flexibility. Your flexibility really has to come from good alignment and good muscle engagement. Over time, the body will open up. We can never force it. So inhale, lift up your heart center. And then on your exhale, just move your heart forward, keeping your hands down, keeping your shoulders back. You will know when you have reached your stopping point. I'm almost there. I want you to take note of my stopping point. Look at how far away from the floor my head and my chest are. Now, if I want to, I might be able to improve the stretch a little bit by placing my hands out to the side, just like I would if I was in a standing forward fold. If you want to, you can place blocks underneath you. But hands in front, it doesn't improve my pose. It just messes with my alignment. So you find the hand position that works best for you. But don't feel bad if your whole torso isn't laying on the floor. Try your best to keep your torso straight, not curling. Take a nice inhale. Fully exhale. Draw the crown of the head and the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the crown of the head and the heart forward. Inhale again. On your exhale, draw the heart and the crown of the head forward. Feel what that does to your stretch. Inhale, rise up, keeping your left hand on your left foot. Place your elbow on the inside. Wrap your hand on the inside of the foot. Take your right arm up and overhead. Keep your right sits bone tacked down to the floor as you stretch to the right. And then while we're at it, let's turn our torso to face our upper leg and then start to fold over that leg. Inhale, rise up. Move our right hand to our right foot. Bring our elbow on the inside. Turn our hand around so it's facing the inside of that right foot. Left hand overhead and alongside your left ear as you stretch towards that right foot. Take a nice inhale and then exhale. Turn your torso towards that right leg and start to draw your crown more towards the foot. Inhale, rise up. Bend our legs, bringing them together. Straighten our left leg in front of us. Right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Let's inhale, rise our hands up. And then exhale, forward fold, drawing the heart center forward, perhaps reaching for that foot. If not, you can always place your hands on blocks. You can place them on the floor in front of you, on your shin, whatever works best for you. You might get more stretch out of this than you did in the side stretches, just because your right leg is not having to be engaged. It's a beautiful stretch along the hamstring, and you might feel a gentle opening of your lower back. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, let's switch sides. Right foot forward, left foot into the right thigh. Inhale our hands up. And then exhale, folding forward. Leading with the heart, leading with the crown of the head. Inhale, rise up. So I am going to treat you to some singing bowls today. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how well you're going to hear them. So what I'm going to do is actually take out my headphones so that maybe they will pick up the sound a little better. Or I'll put my headphones really close to them. So I would like to talk you down into Shavasana. So find yourself into a laying down pose. You can have your knees bent with your feet on the floor. You can take bound angle pose with your feet together and your knees open like butterfly. You can have your knees together and your feet out so that your hips are kind of folding in. You can have your feet stretched out in front of you. Either way, what I want you to do is find stillness and comfort in a resting pose. Shimmy your shoulders a little bit underneath so that you have room in your upper back and your neck. And then do whatever you need to get the wiggles out. You might take happy baby. You might do a couple of reclined twists. Whatever it is you need to do, take that time. And then take a nice long inhale. Fully exhale and find your way into stillness. Allow the earth to fully support your body, drawing your energy down into your mat. Gravity pulling your body down. Gravity making your body heavy into the mat. Now is the time to fully let go. I invite you to close your eyes and start to do a scan of your body, looking for any areas of tension that you may still be holding on to, looking for any areas of muscle engagement and letting it go. I'm going to talk you through the chakras, starting with your root chakra. As you lay here, gradually inhaling and exhaling, slowing down your heart rate, slowing down your respiration. Draw your attention to the root chakra at the very, very base of the spine. This is the grounding chakra. This is the one that connects us to the earth. Imagine it glowing in red. Imagine like a cord tethering you into the center of the earth through this chakra. Imagine that this chakra brings you everything you need, your sense of security, your sense of safety, your sense of belonging, your sense that you have nothing to fear. You are loved, you are well cared for. Your foundation is established. Take a nice inhale. And on your next inhale, draw your attention slightly up above the root chakra to the sacral chakra located right underneath your belly button in alignment with your hip bones. This one is orange, where the root chakra, the element is earth. For the sacral chakra, the element is water. It is close to your reproductive organs. It is close to your bladder. With this chakra, knowing that our needs are met, what we also learn is that we can go with the flow. We can choose to get through life without resistance, but with acceptance, releasing attachments, making lemonade out of lemons, finding creative ways through life's troubles and challenges, finding the heart of our creativity and even the heart of our playfulness that we may have let go as we moved into the responsibilities of being adults. See this chakra in orange. Feel lightness while you're in this chakra. Feel flexibility while you're in this chakra. Take an inhale and move up towards the solar plexus chakra located right at the navel. The element of this chakra is fire, the fire in the belly, the source of our intention, establishing intention and meeting intention right there because you have the confidence. You know that your root has been established. You have learned to let go of some attachments. Now you have the strength to create determination, to set goals and meet goals. This is also where we can burn away our impurities. This is where we start to define who we are. And the struggle that we have is all internal. We work our way through life, creating our own strength without taking away strength from others. This is our source of resilience. We have the ability to bend and flow. Now we have the ability to stand tall and strong. Take a nice inhale and move your attention up towards the heart chakra. The element is ether. We see this in green, the source of our passions. So now this tells us what our life's purpose is, what drives us, what do we love the most, what are we most passionate about. The heart of our love and our care for self and others. This self-love is generated out to the world, generated out to the people in the world, generated out to the things and the creatures of the world. When we lead with our heart, we lead with good intention. And finally, take another inhale and move your attention up to the throat chakra. The element is air. The throat chakra you might see in a turquoise or a light blue. This governs our ability to speak and to listen, to advocate for what we believe in, to advocate for others, to advocate for those who don't have the ability to do it for themselves, to advocate for that which is right and just and good. And maybe it is to advocate merely for ourselves, to find our own voice. And in doing so, we release that tension that we talked about earlier in the class. We live in greater harmony with ourselves. We live in greater harmony with the world around us. The throat chakra allows us to find a way to communicate effectively, assertively, thoughtfully, and lovingly. So when these 5 chakras are in balance, it contributes greatly to health of the back and reducing pain. Lay here in Shavasana for no less than 5 minutes, and I will bring to you the singing bowls. I want to thank you for joining me today for yoga. I want you to thank you for giving back to yourself. For if we do not have self-love, we do not have a well from which to draw and give to others. The light in me sees the light in you. The yogi in me honors the yogi in you. Namaste.